Are you eating the same breakfast every morning thinking it's boosting your health, only to find your romantic life has completely flatlined? You're about to discover 3 so-called healthy foods that millions of men over 60 consume daily, completely unaware they're systematically destroying their testosterone levels and killing their libido from the inside out. If you've noticed your desire has vanished, your energy has plummeted, and you're wondering if this is just what happens when you hit 60, I have news for you. It's not age that's the culprit. It's what's sitting in your kitchen right now, disguised as health food. Before I reveal these 3 libido killers, hit that like button if you're ready to take control of your health. Subscribe for more men's health breakthroughs, and comment below with your state. I want to know where my fellow Americans are watching from as we fight back against these hidden health destroyers together. I'm Dr. Vicky, and for over 3 decades, I've specialized in men's health as a urologist. I've seen thousands of men walk through my office doors, frustrated and embarrassed about their declining sexual health. What shocked me most wasn't the problems they were facing. It was discovering that the foods they thought were keeping them healthy were actually the root cause of their struggles. Let me tell you about Harold, a 64-year-old retired teacher who came to see me last year. He'd been following his doctor's advice religiously, eating oatmeal every morning, snacking on soy protein bars, and drinking low-fat milk. His cholesterol was perfect, his blood pressure was under control, but his wife of 40 years was ready to leave him because their intimate life had completely disappeared. Harold thought he was doing everything right, but these 3 foods were systematically shutting down his body's ability to produce the hormones that fuel desire and performance. Within 6 months of eliminating these foods and replacing them with what I'm going to show you today, Harold's testosterone levels increased by 40%, his energy returned, and his marriage was saved. This isn't magic. It's science that the food industry doesn't want you to know. The first food that's destroying your libido is sitting in your pantry right now, and you probably ate it this morning thinking you were being healthy. Oatmeal. Yes, that heart-healthy breakfast champion that every doctor recommends is actually a testosterone killer in disguise. Here's what happens when you eat that bowl of oatmeal every morning. Oats contain compounds called avenanthramides, which, while they do provide some antioxidant benefits, also trigger a cascade of hormonal changes that specifically target your testosterone production. But that's not the worst part. The real problem is what happens to your blood sugar. When you eat oatmeal, even steel-cut oats, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This spike triggers a massive insulin response, and here's where it gets dangerous for men over 60. High insulin levels directly suppress your body's production of luteinizing hormone, which is the hormone that tells your testicles to produce testosterone. It's like having someone constantly pressing the brake pedal on your masculine hormones. But there's more. Oats are also high in a compound called phytic acid, which binds to zinc in your digestive system and prevents your body from absorbing it. Zinc is absolutely critical for testosterone production. Without adequate zinc, your body simply cannot manufacture the hormones you need for a healthy libido. Most men over 60 are already zinc deficient, and eating oatmeal every morning is making it worse. The traditional oatmeal industry has spent millions convincing you that their product is the perfect breakfast for aging men. They highlight the fiber content, the heart-healthy benefits, and the sustained energy. What they don't tell you is that sustained energy comes at the cost of your hormonal health. The fiber in oats, while beneficial for digestion, also contains compounds that interfere with your body's ability to process and utilize the nutrients that support testosterone production. Let me share what happened to Robert, a 67-year-old who came to see me after his wife suggested he might have low testosterone. Robert had been eating oatmeal with berries and honey every single morning for 15 years. His total testosterone level was 180 ing/DL. That's lower than many women. The normal range for men his age should be between 300 and 1,000. after eliminating oatmeal and replacing it with what I'll show you in a moment, his testosterone climbed to 420 ing/DL within 4 months. Instead of oatmeal, you want to start your day with eggs cooked in grass-fed butter, paired with avocado. This combination provides your body with the cholesterol it needs to manufacture testosterone. Yes, you need cholesterol for hormone production, plus the healthy fats that support hormone synthesis. The protein in eggs contains all the essential amino acids your body needs to build hormones, and the selenium in eggs specifically supports testosterone production. The second food that's killing your libido is one that's been marketed as the perfect protein source for aging men: soy products, tofu, soy milk, soy protein powder, and those seemingly innocent soy protein bars. If you're consuming any soy products thinking they're helping your health, you need to stop immediately. Soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens, specifically genistein and daidzein. These compounds mimic estrogen in your body, and when you consume them regularly, they literally feminize your hormonal system. Your body cannot distinguish between these plant estrogens and the real estrogen produced by women. When you eat soy, you're essentially taking a daily dose of estrogen, which directly opposes testosterone production. The research on this is overwhelming. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that men who consumed soy protein daily for just 4 weeks experienced a 19% decrease in testosterone levels. Another study showed that men who consumed soy regularly had significantly lower sperm counts and reduced sexual function. This isn't theoretical. It's happening in your body right now if you're eating soy products. Here's what's particularly insidious about soy. The food industry has positioned it as the healthy alternative to meat, especially for older men concerned about heart health. They've created an entire market around soy protein bars, soy milk, and processed soy products, all marketed as beneficial for aging men. What they don't tell you is that traditional Asian cultures, where soy consumption is common, consume it in fermented forms like miso and tempeh, which partially neutralize the harmful compounds. The processed soy products you find in American supermarkets are completely different and far more harmful. The phytoestrogens in soy don't just lower testosterone. They also increase your body's production of sex hormone-binding globulin, which binds to whatever testosterone you do have and makes it unavailable for use. It's a double attack on your masculine hormones. You're producing less testosterone, and what little you do produce gets bound up and rendered useless. Marcus, a 62-year-old architect, came to see me because his wife was concerned about his mood swings and complete lack of interest in intimacy. Marcus had switched to soy protein shakes 2 years earlier on his doctor's recommendation to reduce his cholesterol. His testosterone had dropped from 450 ing/DL to 210 ing/DL in just 2 years. Within 6 months of eliminating soy and replacing it with whey protein from grass-fed cows, his testosterone rebounded to 380 ing/DL, and his relationship with his wife transformed. Instead of soy protein, you want to consume grass-fed whey protein, which contains all the essential amino acids your body needs for hormone production, plus immunoglobulins that support overall health. Wild-caught fish, grass-fed beef, and free-range poultry are your best protein sources. These animal proteins contain the complete amino acid profiles your body needs to manufacture testosterone and other vital hormones. The third food that's destroying your libido is the one that shocked me most when I discovered the connection: low-fat dairy products. The very foods that have been promoted as heart-healthy alternatives to full-fat dairy are systematically destroying your testosterone production. When dairy is processed to remove fat, several things happen that directly impact your hormonal health. First, the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K are removed along with the fat. These vitamins are absolutely essential for hormone production. Vitamin D, in particular, is crucial for testosterone synthesis. Most men over 60 are already vitamin D deficient, and consuming fat-free dairy makes it worse. But here's the more sinister problem. To make low-fat dairy products palatable, manufacturers add sugar, artificial flavors, and various chemicals. These additives trigger inflammatory responses in your body that directly suppress testosterone production. Chronic inflammation is one of the primary causes of low testosterone in aging men, and low-fat dairy is a major contributor to this inflammation. The processing required to create low-fat dairy also concentrates certain compounds that interfere with hormone production. The proteins in processed low-fat dairy can trigger autoimmune responses that attack your body's hormone-producing cells. This is why many men who consume low-fat dairy regularly develop what appears to be age-related hormone decline, when it's actually diet-induced hormone suppression. Full-fat dairy from grass-fed cows, on the other hand, contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which actually supports testosterone production. It also contains the natural fat-soluble vitamins your body needs for hormone synthesis. The key is that it must be from grass-fed cows, as conventionally raised dairy contains hormones and antibiotics that can disrupt your endocrine system. Let me tell you about David, a 59-year-old who was drinking fat-free milk and eating low-fat yogurt every day because his cardiologist recommended it. David's testosterone was 195/DL, and he was experiencing severe fatigue, mood swings, and erectile dysfunction. After switching to full-fat, grass-fed dairy products and eliminating the processed low-fat versions, his testosterone increased to 340/DL within 5 months. The dairy industry has spent decades convincing Americans that fat is the enemy, particularly for aging men concerned about heart health. This has created a massive market for low-fat dairy products that are actually more harmful than beneficial. The irony is that the saturated fat in full-fat dairy is necessary for hormone production, and removing it creates products that actively harm your hormonal health. Now, let me show you what to eat instead to naturally boost your testosterone and restore your libido. This isn't about taking supplements or following complicated protocols. It's about choosing foods that support your body's natural hormone production. For breakfast, instead of oatmeal, start your day with 3 eggs cooked in grass-fed butter, paired with half an avocado and a handful of macadamia nuts. This combination provides your body with the cholesterol, healthy fats, and protein it needs to manufacture testosterone. The vitamin D in egg yolks specifically supports hormone production, and the monounsaturated fats in avocado help optimize hormone levels. For protein, replace soy products with grass-fed beef, wild-caught salmon, and free-range poultry. These animal proteins contain all the essential amino acids your body needs for hormone production, plus zinc, selenium, and other minerals that support testosterone synthesis. Wild-caught salmon is particularly beneficial because it contains omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation and support hormone production. Instead of low-fat dairy, choose full-fat products from grass-fed cows. Raw milk, if available in your area, is ideal because it contains all the natural enzymes and beneficial bacteria that support hormone production. Full-fat Greek yogurt from grass-fed cows is an excellent choice because it's fermented, which makes it easier to digest and more beneficial for your gut health. Add these testosterone-boosting foods to your daily routine. Brazil nuts, which are the highest natural source of selenium, a mineral essential for testosterone production. Just to Brazil, nuts daily provide all the selenium you need. Oysters are the highest natural source of zinc, which is crucial for hormone production. If you can't eat oysters regularly, grass-fed beef is an excellent alternative. Pomegranates contain compounds that specifically boost testosterone production and improve blood flow. A glass of pure pomegranate juice daily can significantly improve your hormonal health. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao contains compounds that support hormone production and improve mood. The key is choosing high-quality, minimally processed chocolate. Garlic might seem like an unlikely testosterone booster, but it contains allicin, which reduces cortisol levels in your body. High cortisol directly suppresses testosterone production, so managing stress hormones is crucial for maintaining healthy libido. Fresh garlic is the most effective aim for 1 to 2 cloves daily. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds that help your body eliminate excess estrogen. This is particularly important for men over 60, as estrogen levels naturally increase with age. By helping your body process and eliminate excess estrogen, these vegetables support optimal testosterone to estrogen ratios. Pine nuts are rich in zinc and arginine, both of which support testosterone production and improve blood flow. A handful of pine nuts daily can make a significant difference in your hormonal health. Pumpkin seeds are another excellent source of zinc and magnesium, both essential for hormone production. Here's a critical point that most men don't understand. Timing matters. Your body produces the most testosterone during sleep, and what you eat in the evening directly impacts this production. Avoid eating late at night, as this can interfere with the hormonal processes that occur during sleep. Stop eating at least 3 hours before bedtime to optimize your body's natural hormone production cycles. The quality of your food sources is crucial. Conventionally raised animal products contain hormones and antibiotics that can disrupt your endocrine system. Choose grass-fed, pasture-raised, and wild-caught options whenever possible. These foods contain higher levels of the nutrients your body needs for hormone production and don't contain the chemicals that interfere with hormonal health. Hydration plays a critical role in hormone production. Dehydration can significantly impact testosterone levels, so aim for at least 8 glasses of clean, filtered water daily. Avoid plastic bottles, as they contain compounds that can mimic estrogen in your body. Use glass or stainless steel containers instead. Let me address a common concern I hear from men over 60. Dr. Vicky, I've been eating these foods for years. Is it too late to reverse the damage? The answer is absolutely not. Your body has a remarkable ability to restore hormonal balance when given the right nutrients and freed from harmful compounds. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s experience significant improvements in their testosterone levels and libido within months of making these dietary changes. The key is consistency. You cannot expect to see results if you eliminate these harmful foods for a few days and then go back to your old eating patterns. Your body needs time to clear out the harmful compounds and rebuild its hormone production systems. Most men start noticing improvements within 4 to 6 weeks, with significant changes occurring within 3 to 4 months. Exercise synergistically with these dietary changes to optimize your results. Resistance training, particularly compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses, naturally boosts testosterone production. Aim for at least 3 resistance training sessions per week, focusing on progressive overload to challenge your muscles and stimulate hormone production. Sleep is equally important. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone during deep sleep, so prioritizing sleep quality is crucial. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep nightly and maintain consistent sleep and wake times. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bedtime, as blue light can interfere with melatonin production and disrupt your natural hormone cycles. Stress management is critical for maintaining healthy testosterone levels. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, which directly suppresses testosterone. Find stress management techniques that work for you, whether it's meditation, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. The goal is to keep cortisol levels in check so your body can focus on producing the hormones you need for vitality and libido. Let me share one more success story that illustrates the power of these changes. Frank, a 68-year-old retired firefighter, came to see me because his wife was frustrated with their non-existent intimate life. Frank had been following standard dietary advice for years: oatmeal for breakfast, soy protein bars for snacks, and low-fat dairy products. His testosterone was 175 ing/DL, and he was experiencing severe fatigue, mood swings, and complete loss of libido. Frank was skeptical that food could be the problem, but he was desperate enough to try anything. Within the first month of eliminating these 3 foods and replacing them with the alternatives I've shared, Frank noticed his energy improving. By month 3, his mood had stabilized, and he was waking up with morning erections for the first time in years. After 6 months, his testosterone had increased to 395 ing/DL, and his marriage was thriving again. The transformation wasn't just physical. Frank's confidence returned, his mental clarity improved, and he felt like himself again. This is what happens when you give your body the nutrients it needs and stop poisoning it with foods that disrupt your hormonal system. If you're ready to reclaim your vitality and restore your libido, start by eliminating these 3 foods from your diet today. Replace oatmeal with eggs and avocado. Eliminate all soy products in favor of grass-fed animal proteins, and switch from low-fat dairy to full-fat products from grass-fed cows. These simple changes will begin the process of restoring your body's natural hormone production. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Start with one change at a time if that feels more manageable. The most important thing is to begin the process of supporting your body's natural hormone production instead of inadvertently suppressing it. Your libido and vitality don't have to decline with age. By making these dietary changes and supporting your body's natural hormone production, you can maintain and even improve your sexual health well into your golden years. The choice is yours to continue eating foods that are slowly destroying your hormonal health, or make the changes that will restore your vitality and strengthen your relationships. Thanks for watching. Please support us by liking this video, share, subscribe, and tell me where you're watching from. I love to hear where you are watching from. Take action today. Your future self will thank you, and so will your partner.